The Yggdrasil dig site in Trickcal is a really good way of getting characters for free without having to actually pull in the gacha while also getting other resources. So let's talk a little bit about each tower, what teams you can use in here to start progressing a little bit further. So as usual, before we start, also, hello degenerates, welcome back to Waifus. I'm Sefhi, your favorite gambling addict, and today's topic, Yggdrasil dig site team compositions for all of the elevators. Now, you should be using this as a template to see what works for you based on what you have invested on your account, right? That said, let's talk a little bit about all of them, starting with the best with the best personality ever made, Innocence. Right now, Innocence is probably the weakest element in the game, but I will keep shielding it, right? So, DPS-wise, there is only one real option right now. That's going to be Erpin. The Dork Queen is the best DPS for this team, and you will always be using her, not only because she's a good damage dealer, but also because her passive increases everyone's attack as long as they are of the same personality. So she has a really good global passive. Tank, obviously there is nothing else to say here. Okay, it's gonna be Bibi. The only other option would be Alet, and Alet is not a great character at all. And the problem comes after these two, because the rest of the characters at the moment for green are not that great. The only one that we could say, okay, it's a safe investment, it's a good character, is Gavia, because she has good synergy with Bibi thanks to the shields and whatnot, so they do pair well together. But these are like the only three characters I can say you can safely invest into them and don't worry, because they will be used in the future, right? And maybe not even Gavia, but still. So then we go into the rest of the characters. If you need heals, because you will be needing heals, obviously, you will have to invest into Mao. Mao is a cute character. She's nice. I personally have her skills leveled up, not her level. She's still level 1, 242k combat power, because I am kind of poor on macarons at the moment. I just leveled up. I have enough for her. Like, it would be enough to get her to like level 80 probably. But still, it's a lot of resources, as you can see. There we go. Almost 700k just to get her to level 80. Doesn't change that much in the combat power. 30,000 extra combat power. But she's a good healer. She can work. I wouldn't invest heavily into her, even her skills. The only thing you really care is about her freshman skill. Her senior you can completely ignore. Her passive you can completely ignore, because the cleanse is not awful. But the cooldown doesn't even go that much further. If you want to take her passive to 7, you could, but for the most part, you can ignore her. So Mago, cute healer, you can use her, and then Hayley for the stun and her utility with damage over time characters, but still not a great pick overall in this team right now. And then the last character is also going to be a filler for now, so you could be using anything. I've been investing into everyone's favorite Speaky, alright? Because there is nothing else. But Speaky, Mago, Hayley will all be replaced as other characters come out in the future. That's it, enough ranting about Innocence. We can move into the next elevator, and that's the Compos team. At the moment, I think right now is the team I'm enjoying the most. I just like the girls here. I've been trying to build a team of which personality. It's slowing down my resources, but I don't mind too much. So let's talk about Compos girls. Obviously, if we're talking about tanks, there is only one option at the moment, and that is Bob, aka Velvet, alright? She's not a fantastic tank. In fact, I will say from the 3-star tanks we currently have in the game, she's amongst the weakest, but she works. It's fine. You can use her. Then we go into, alright, there is a few damage dealers, there is a lot of mid lane characters, which ones I should be using. I'm personally running double healer in this team, both Picora and Meluna. I know for some of you, Meluna might seem like a meme, but she is amongst the strongest pure healers in the game right now, because she heals all allies. Most healers in this game do not heal all allies. They will be healing, let's say, you know, a specific number of allies, or only 3 allies here while the sticker is for everyone. But Meluna healing everyone means this skill will be out healing almost everyone else in the game, while also being a fun character. So she's a safe investment as a healer for now. Obviously in the future other characters will be released, but at the moment I've been running double healer just to make sure my Velvet stays alive. If they release another tank, then you could be dropping Meluna and instead running a different character. When it comes to main damage dealers, there is 2 at the moment, alright, and that is probably the characters that will stay in this team for a long time, and that's both Elena and Aya. They are both the strongest damage dealers in this team. The one that will most likely outlast each other, like Elena is stronger, as a DPS. But Aya will most likely stay here long term just because of her passive, because she has this Apostle attack increase for all composed characters. So she will stay here for a long time. Also, Picora has a nice global passive too, which is just crit resistance. This helps a lot at high combat power deficits, so you do not get one shot. So those are the 5 characters I've been used, and then the last spot, it's a filler, right? And a filler that you have a lot of options. You could be running SP if you want the silence for the bosses. You could be running Scylla if you want single target damage, because she's one of the few single target damage characters right now for this team. I am not a fan of either Trickcal nor Jade. I don't think they are that great at the moment, even though Trickcal is really cute. So personally, what I've been running, it's Amelia. Now, Elena, it doesn't matter if Amelia is here or not. She will still remain in the team even without her, because her damage is stupid. But Amelia has nice utility, nice synergy with this team, with the AoEs, with the electrocution, and all of the debuffs. So this is a safe team you can be running. Again, this is what I've been running, no problem so far. So let's move into the next elevator, and that's going to be Madness. Madness has been getting a few characters that are really strong. At the moment, they have the strongest frontline in the game. Like, frontline characters themselves, they have the strongest. There's a few options for Madness. Like I was saying earlier, frontline-wise, they have the strongest. And that is thanks to Shady, thanks to Chloe, thanks to Leeds. TLDR, do not waste too much time here. Chloe is probably the strongest tank in the game at the moment. Leeds have nice survivability while also having great damage on her own for a frontline character. And Shady has the silence plus SP utility, which is really good on this team. When it comes to the mid lane, there is the best character for this team at the moment, which is going to be Diane, because she has the global passive for this team, increasing everyone's Madness personality while also healing. So her passive takes priority to get to level 12 if you haven't done it already. The other character I like running here as a mid lane, it's Alice, because of her card. If you get Alice and you have her card, she will be carrying your ass. You could be not running her if you don't have her card, it's completely fine, and then going to someone else, but I do like running her. And then personally, the last character I've been running, as you can see on my investment, it's Belita. Belita is a nice damage dealer. She's not amazing. She carries my team just because of investment compared to Alice and Shady, right? So I have her way more invested than the others, but still, she will be replaced long term. A lot of characters on the map team long term will be moving out, mostly from the DPS pool, right? Be it your Alice, be it Shady, be it Belita. Chloe, Leeds, and Diana will most likely stay here. Now, if you don't have Belita or you don't have Alice or both of them, you can instead be running Sist and you can instead be running Mayo. Mayo has nice damage over time. It depends on what items you get, obviously. And then Sist, I just don't like her. I know some people were running her on the previous Dimensional Clash, but she is usually the character that gets drops first in order to put Yomi, or that's a different mid lane character. So it's up to you, but this is what I've been running myself for my mat team, and so far they're surviving without any issues. I wouldn't recommend investing into Ifrit or any of the other girls, but if you like them, go ahead. That's it, let's move into the next elevator, and that's going to be Vivacious. It's the elevator that I've been pushing the most recently just to test the new character, Epica, and honestly, they are a pretty solid team at the moment. They have a couple problems, obviously, but so far, considering they have a double Eldain, they are really strong thanks to that, right? Epica and Yui will be in this team and they will be carrying you a lot. Epica as a DPS and also buffer, and Yui as a sub DPS while also having heals and utility. The other characters on this team that are a must, in my opinion, are going to be Butter, because she's the one with the passive in this team, increasing everyone's attack. And also Ruth, because, well, we need a tank, alright? You need a tank. Now, after this, I will say the strongest DPS after Epica is going to be Momo. Momo has a really solid kit, and her clones do a lot of damage. The biggest problem is she's annoying. Okay, her ultimate sound is bugged, alright? It's too loud and I don't like it. But still, it's a solid character to invest on. The problem comes with the last spot on the Vivacious team. There is not a single character here that I'm like, yeah, you guys can invest into this, and it's great. Penny sucks as a frontline character. Kana can be used on PvE if you don't have anything else as the last character on the backline. And Rufo is used on PvP, but on PvE she's kind of lacking. So this is the core team at the moment for Vivacious, and you can run anything else just for combat power as the last character. That's what I've been running, and as you can see, no problems pushing so far, almost to 180. That said, let's go into the last elevator, and that's going to be the Depressed team. Depressed is also really strong, thanks to having double Eldain on this team. So far, the composition that I think is the best, obviously, including both lines, is going to be Yomi and Shion in here. Yomi is a stupid character. She's a support, but in reality, she is also a healer and a damage dealer. And is the strongest damage dealer on this team, depending, obviously, on the wave and on the items and on the type of enemy. After Yomi, you have another two DPSs that are really solid, both Shion as an Eldain and also Kidian as a frontline. Kidian is a little bit squishy because he's a DPS frontline, so you need to make sure you get good items on her, but it does work. Then you have a nice tank, which is Komi. I don't think she's like a fantastic tank or anything like that, but she does work. If you are using her, I have no problem so far using her. As long as you can keep her alive until she takes a nap or until one of your healers actually go and heal her, she will survive. And then you have two more spots, and this is where it gets interesting with the press. They have a few options to be running that are viable, at least. Let's remove Levi. Okay, Levi sucks. I wouldn't recommend building her. Do not invest into Festa or any of the other characters. They're not good. Your options as the last two characters will be between Rim, Osher, and Hilde. Rim is a nice frontline and can be used as a secondary tank if you invest in her. The problem is investing in her because now you have to worry about two squishy characters in the frontline plus Komi as well. So you need to be giving all of them items. That's what I personally don't like running a Rim, and I've been running instead another two support characters just so to make sure everyone is alive and that my Yomi and my Shion can kill everything. Now, Hilde is the best healer for this team at the moment. She is a pretty solid pick. She's a pure healer, doesn't do anything else. While Posher is a healer that also has utility. Posher has a lot of RNG, so I don't like using her a lot, but if you obviously want the full 6 personality bonus, you have to run 6 characters. Also important to note, the character with the global passive on this team is actually Yomi, and she will be increasing HP recovery for all allies. There is not a single depressed character yet with the global passive that increases attack, I think. If I'm missing it, do let me know, but I don't think that is the case. And that is the team that I've been using on the depressed elevator. Basically, that's all of the themes that I've been using. Honestly, I don't think there is anything else to be said for this video specifically. If you guys have any questions for specific characters, do feel free to leave a comment down below, and when I have some time, I will be going over them and answering them. All that jumping aside, we are live every single day. Links in the description down below. Good luck with your pool, the internets. I'll see you in the next one.